Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to begin with triangles. Take a look at some triangle rules today. First we'll take a look at the isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle is any triangle with two equal sides. What that rule shows us is that if two sides of the triangle are equal, then the angles opposite those sides will always be equal. In other words, the sides opposite the equal angles are also equal. Let's take a look at a figure. This particular isosceles triangle has two equal sides of length 6 and therefore two equal 40-degree angles. If this side is 6 and this side is 40, then we know that this side also is 6 and 40. As 180 will add up to how many degrees are in a triangle. Let's take a look at another. For example, if we already know that this triangle is isosceles, then we also know that y must equal one of the other sides and n must be equal to one of the other angles. Since n equals 65, then y must equal 9. 65 plus 50 plus n will give us 180, 65 degrees. Now let's take a look at equilateral triangles. An equilateral triangle has three equal sides. If all the sides are equal, then all the angles must also be equal. Each angle in an equilateral triangle will be, therefore, 60 degrees. Let's take a look at a figure. Here we see that all three angles are 60 degrees, 6, 12, 18, 180 degrees in total for a triangle. Here our lengths are 7. Now let's take a look at a right triangle. A right triangle is a triangle with just one 90-degree angle. Let's take a look at a figure. This is the symbol for a right angle. Here we have 50 degrees, 90 degrees. The total will be 180. The difference here will be 40. Therefore, x will be equal to 40 degrees. Here we have another right triangle that happens to be an isosceles triangle as well. Isosceles, we know we have two equal sides. So x will be 45. 45, 45, and 90 will give us 180. 180 for the entire triangle. If this side is 1, then we know A also is 1. Now let's take a look at area of a triangle. To find the area of a triangle, we will multiply 1/2 by the length of the base by the length of the triangle's height. Or 1/2 times b times h. Let's take a look at an example problem. What is the area of a triangle with base 6 and height 3? Here we can just put the values into our formula. One half times 6 times 3. This will give us 3 times 3. or C, 9? The answer is C, 9. Let's remember that the base and the height here must form a 90-degree angle. Now let's take a look at a unique figure. Here we have a triangle that does not specifically state a right angle, a right degree, a right angle degree. We do not have a right angle like we do here. This triangle is not a right triangle. This triangle is a right triangle. We can use this right triangle to help us determine this triangle. Here we can think of this as the distance to the point of the triangle from the base. First, we can look here at triangle BAC. This is the unshaded right triangle here to the left. Finding its base and height is simple. They're both 3. So using our formula for the area of a triangle, we can figure out that the area of triangle ABC would be 1/2 times 3 times 3, or 4.5. Now let's think about triangle BCD. It isn't a right triangle, so finding the height will involve a little more thought. We're looking at how far up from the base is the point of triangle BCD. Here we can maybe think of a shaded triangle sitting on the floor of our room. We ask ourselves, how far up would its point stick up from the floor? The answer here would be 3. So the height of triangle BCD is exactly the same height as BAC. We don't need to worry about drawing lines around the shaded triangle. We just need to figure out how high its point is from the ground. So the base of triangle BCD, we'll use the same formula, 1/2 times 3 times 3 to give us 4.5. The area of BCD also is 4.5. Triangle BCD. Now let's look at this a little bit differently. The base of the entire figure will be 6. We can use our trusty formula again to find DAB. This is our entire triangle. DAB will be 9. We know that the area of the unshaded triangle is 4.5, so what would be left for the shaded part? Another 4.5. 4.5 times 2 is 9. 9 will be the area for DAB, triangle DAB. Fantastic job today on learning about triangles and how to find the area of triangles. I'll provide the practice problems to the classroom discussion board, and we'll see each other next time. Take care.